Today on ABC's Wide World of Sports, you'll meet people whose sole purpose is to win this event. 23-year-old Bill Carlson, a diabetic, who will make medical history if he completes this race. Back at the pier, many of the athletes are still in the changing area getting ready for the cycling. This is Bill Carlson, a 23-year-old student. He looks like any other triathlete, but Bill is a diabetic, and no diabetic has ever attempted the Ironman before.
First thing I gotta do, Bill Carlson is in the Ironman. I love it.
Terry asked him what others said when he told them he would compete.
You're crazy. People, regular people or, a lot of athletes, they think people that do this Ironman are nuts anyways. And to do it with an insulin pump, and being a diabetic, that's even more
certified.
Nuts. Exactly.
So while other competitors fear flat tires, hitting the wall, and dehydration, Bill's fear is that his blood sugar level might drop too low and maybe even put him into a coma. But he and a team of doctors have come up with a way they hope will prevent that from happening. Here at the Alta Institute, they put him through tough tests, like the ones he'll face out in the lava fields. While others will be out there checking their split times, Bill will be checking his blood. Every hour he has to stop, prick his finger, and that single drop of blood in a special device will tell him what his blood sugar level is. Then there's the insulin pump. You see, Bill needs insulin to live. His body barely produces any, so it's pumped into him through a needle under his skin. So now, while others simply have to change into cycling suits, Bill has to inject this needle into his side and strap on the pump he has to wear through the entire race. A few years ago, Bill couldn't have competed. The pump was still being invented. But now with the pump, Bill can control the flow, and that fine line between too much and too little depends on just the turn of a dial. No one's ever pushed it this far, and there are still a lot of unknowns.
Bill could literally fall over and be in serious trouble and have to be hospitalized, but we certainly are going to do everything that we can to avoid that, and I honestly don't think that's going to happen. But certainly that's a real possibility. We're dealing with a very, very tricky problem, and Bill is widening everybody's horizons.
And how will Bill feel when he crosses that finish line?
Well, I'll be a winner. Whether I'm number one or the last guy, I'll still be a winner. Because I'm the pioneer.
While it takes some less than a minute to change, it took Bill 15, but now he's on his way. In competing here, Bill feels he will show other diabetics that they don't have to sit by and only dream about attempting challenges like this. Bill intends to control his disease instead of it controlling him.
How you doing?
Thing loaded?
Loaded.
Bill, how do you feel?
Feel great.
Any problems?
Nothing at all. Just windy.
Go, go.
Where are the sponges?
Dad's bringing them back. Here we are. Okay, listen for us. You drinking well? Drinking a lot?
Great.
Okay, keep it up.
Where are the sponges?
Boy, it's windy. Who chose this spot? Good push-up. Well, didn't get your pictures done. All right, we'll get them next time.
You know, Bill has an awfully strong mind. Is he following your advice or his own out there?
He's following mostly ours, but a lot of his own feel. Bill's a very independent diabetic. He wants to do this thing totally on his own, and he wants us to sit on the side in case he falls, but he's not going to fall over. But he wants to just try real hard. He's got some tricks up his sleeve that we have to be aware of, that he may not recognize some of the dangers. But we've schooled him. We spent a lot of time in coaching and classes and going through things over and over again. I think we'll still do okay, but I have to stay on top of him.
And what about the diabetic, Bill Carlson?
Trying to take it real slow these last couple of miles. 26 to go.
112 miles down on the bike and just the marathon remaining. 10 hours into the Ironman triathlon, Bill Carlson, the diabetic from California, still looks strong as he tries to make medical history.
It's going to be rough in the end. The legs are kind of tired. I'll make it. See that moon? Full.
Bill Carlson, the diabetic from Southern California, is a happy man. He's on the verge of an incredible personal triumph, just minutes away from the finish line. As Keogh trudges toward the finish, Bill Carlson has broken into a trot with the finish line in sight.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
That's Billy!
That's Billy!
Has ever a man who finished 508th looked happier?
Ironman!
As Norton Davey basked in the glow of his achievement, Terry Blair spoke with Bill Carlson.
I've been wanting to do this for over a year. Finally made it.
Did all that training pay off?
It was better.
What?